You either are or you're not. This implies that the goal is to be acceptable abroad before being able to be seen as legitimate here. America has more to do with screwing up our mindsets than Spain. Filipinos say that every toothpaste here is Colgate, every soft drink is Coke, every copier is Xerox, every refrigerator is Frigidaire. The U.S. colonized us intellectually and spiritually. They colonized the inside of us. Who are they making these malls for? They're making it for themselves, building all these condos and displacing all these people. Who are all these condominiums for? Who are all these empty buildings beside 1,000 people in shanties? There's an idea that arts is only for the rich, and that someone cultured is someone who's already educated and elite. Filipino expression is beautiful, but people aren't exposed. How can you include your classes in an art movement? You can't proliferate in all the classes unless the mindset is changed. The light skin trend is starting to change, but definitely not the facial features. There's no change in the noses. That lowers my self-esteem. For example, there are 3 models of mall, and I felt different from them, like they're from a higher group of people. Spain introduced us to different foods and architecture, Catholicism, the Yellen trade, but it also depleted our resources. Spain made us feel inferior. Those who were mixed were the social elites. Thus, they created the hierarchy you see in our class system today. I do not feel part of the market. I can't even shop for makeup because everyone wants to be lighter. Is there even a shade for me? I can't find one. To be mestizo is más maganda. And there's a belief that it's better to marry a foreigner. Your kids will be mestizo. Art can influence Filipinos in a lot of ways. Art shows people that we are more. It helps their appreciation of everyday Filipinos, especially because we are very underrepresented and misrepresented. There's not enough room to develop our own identity. Now there's this separation from indigenous cultures. What's good now is that we can participate in globalization. We can interact with outside countries, and we can adjust. Museums are trying to be free, like the National Museum, which helps us appreciate more the works of our fellow Filipinos. I mean, some of the influences are really foreign, but it becomes a trend in which people are going to museums. I think it's a very good way to share the Filipino culture, but it's not yet enough. Almost everything is in English. Even the poorer classes have to speak English. Everything is influenced. Even advertisements use English. Usually cheaper brands and products are in Tagalog, but the rich people read their kids in English. We are bombarded with the West. It makes it really hard to learn about pre-colonial times. What's cool about learning about those times is learning how Filipinos already have their own systems of government, can sustain themselves, and knowing that they're already functioning before. We're surrounded by colonialism now, but it's nice to know that we can do it without colonists. One can never define a Filipino as someone who's been colonized. by Spain or the US or Japan years ago, or someone who's plainly a follower of Western culture. The Filipino, I believe, will always take from its roots a distinct quality of family-orientedness, resilience, and passion.